Pisces, we begin your reading with a Two of Swords in the reverse. Upright, this would talk about not wanting to make a decision and moving towards your goals. But in the reverse, it would talk about making a decision to move towards your goals and actually nothing really panning out the way you'd hoped. In fact, getting even further away from the outcome you had wanted. Your outcome card for this spread is a Knight of Wands in the reverse. This is even more frantic energy kind of going on around and not a lot getting done. So is there a solution that we can come to take you out of this energy of a Two of Swords reverse ending in a Knight of Wands reverse? Yes, there is. And this energy has made an appearance in your Celtic Cross spread that we are going to do coming up in just a few seconds. So go ahead and grab a warm beverage, put on a clean shirt, and sit in your favorite recliner and enjoy another tarot reading from Don't Shoot the Tarot Reader. I'll see you in just a few seconds. Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading from Don't Shoot the Tarot Reader. What we're going to be doing here is we're going to pull you a Celtic Cross. We're going to look at your energy where you are. We're going to look at your energy where you may be going. And if there are any questions along the way, we will be looking into that as well. I hope you are doing good, Pisces. Happy Halloween. Yeah, getting down to it. Getting down to it. So what I'm picking up for you here, Pisces, it might be a good time for you to kind of detach from everything around you. When's it not a good time to do that? But it might be a good time for you to detach from everything that's going on around you. Go in and get some bearings about who exactly you are and maybe get a little bit of discernment on what's going on around you. And decide, can I do this? Can I do that? What can I, add to what's not worth my time? What I get in the center for you is we get you at a Two of Swords in the reverse, Lord of Peace restored. Upright, this talks about needing to make a decision, but not really knowing, which way to go. But in the reverse, it talks about every time making a move towards a decision, you kind of get taken further away. So it's like you seem to not really be getting to your goal. Instead, you're kind of moving backwards from your goal. And what is your challenge is the Queen of Pentacles. So you're showing up Two of Pentacles reverse with the Two of Swords reverse with the Queen of Pentacles challenging you. Meaning, I'm sensing, Queen of Pentacles, feminine energy, water sign, Pisces, emotion, intuition. There's a good sense right now, Pisces, that there's a lot of expectation on you to deliver in certain ways. That it's kind of like, I don't know if you're adding this pressure to yourself, but there's just a sense of I can't do it all. And where I think this is really hitting you is in the mind, because what we get going on below you is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Upright, it would talk about, a queen who's been through a couple rodeos. She's not really having that. But in the reverse, this is just a person who's not very kind, flat out. There's really nothing more to say about that. But this is showing up as you in the deep past. So I don't know if there was a sense of just sort of a chaos going on around you, or if in your mind frame it was just like all these things to do, a to-do list piling up, and a sense of like I don't have it all. Like you can't seem to get it done, or every time you go to try, it goes further away. especially with the Queen of Swords in the reverse and then Two of Swords, intellectual, both of them being in the reverse. It's just something to do with the headspace. And what the spread is telling me here, because we got a lot of major arcana coming up, is to quit listening to that headspace. Recent past is you. This is you, the star. So think of the star like the sun, right? Shining down into the earth, just shining bright, like the hermit with the lamp. This is you, and this is your full capability right now. This is you in the past. This is you right now. You might not feel like this, which is what I'm kind of getting at. We need to get you back to realizing that you are the star overlooking everything. The sun does not, is not cowed by its solar system with too much attention going one way or the other. Instead, it's the center of it, and everything else revolves around it. And what I'm catching with this Queen of Swords reverse, later we get a Five of Cups in the reverse. I catch a good sense of mental kind of cloudedness, like chasing things, when in reality, Pisces, you're this and everything needs to kind of move to you. Crowning you, we have the Hanged Man in the reverse. Now, upright, this would say that you've taken the time to pull yourself out of whatever situation it is and kind of get some clarity, get some levity on what's going on around you. In the reverse, it talks about really needing to do that, or the universe doing that for you. And it may seem to be inopportune at the time, but nevertheless, it's what's necessary so that you can make heads or tails to know the best way moving forward. So this is either you wanting to connect back into that star energy, or it's you not feeling like you have it in you to do that, but the universe does want you to do that. These are two soul level cards. The other cards are pretty much day in, day out. Moving ahead, we have a Five of Cups in the reverse. So this would seriously talk about the Three Cups being spilled, picking up the other two and deciding which to go, which to drink, You could take these two cups that you're going to pick up to be like these two swords. You're just having a little bit of time before you pick up the other two and move forward. And that might be okay. Maybe you need that, pick up this Queen of Pentacles so that you can learn the next practical way to move. Either way, though, what's necessary is getting out of clouded thinking. What's necessary is getting out of putting too much pressure on yourself about what you need to do or what has already happened. Moving forward, what we get is your attitude is the Temperance, but it's in the reverse. And that is just like the Hanged Man in the reverse. It's a real need to kind of sit down and make a priority list, which may be, the star, shine a little bit of light on everything you've got on your to-do list. Make sure it's actually in the order you want it to go in, because I'm just picking up a bit of a frantic sense and not really understanding what is important and what isn't. And what's going on in your periphery is the universe is in the reverse. So that would talk about, leveling up, but then at the last minute, everything going sideways. It could also just talk about your universe feeling a little bit out of order, which again was why we get to the star card, putting some order back into your space, your universe, your headspace. It all starts up here. How you want to look at it out here is going to determine a whole lot about how it goes for you out there. And with your soul cards, we get the star, we have the Hanged Man reversed, universe reversed, Temperance reversed. All of these reversals with the one upright being the star, because you are the star. So it's saying, hey, on a soul level, don't forget this. And maybe you've got some day in, day out things that are kind of mucking up that reality. So, I'm getting with your soul cards that you're really going to want to just discern what's feeding me, what's not, what makes me feel like I shine, what doesn't. Hopes and fears, we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this would also talk about needing to have a careful plan. This would also talk about a whole lot of movement, but just not really feeling like anything's getting done. Or it's sort of one of those where we set our day up and we have so many tasks that it's almost like you're overwhelmed by the to-do list, so you only wind up getting one or two things done. When really, if you'd have just woke up with a simple 3 bullet pointed to-do list, you'd get it all done, rather than like having 15 things on a to-do list, feeling overwhelmed, so you only grab one or two. Point being, the whole day goes by, and even though you accomplish just a little bit, it doesn't feel like you've done enough as you could. Could also just be needing to accept that just doing the little bit that you can is good enough on this day in, day out venture. But your outcome is at the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and that talks too about a lot of scattered energy, a lot of stopping and starting, but nothing really effectively getting done. King of Wands has mastered getting things done and actually moving crowds of people in that direction. Knight of Wands sees the way to the throne and can do it, but this Knight of Wands is reverse. It's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and then 5 steps forward, 2 back. You know, it's just, where are we going? Are we making progress? So what I'm seeing for you here, Pisces, is a real need to kind of, I would go in and prioritize, like, what is important to me? What is it that I really need to do? And think outside of the box. Get back to this guy. What makes you feel like this? Might be you're doing because I do this, can get involved with a whole lot of tasks. None of them make me feel empowered. None of them are authentic. It's kind of like when you go on TikTok and you spend forever on TikTok when you just want to be in and out. There's a feeling to that, isn't there? A certain fogginess. It's like, I haven't done anything I really wanted to do. So it's very human to get wrapped up in other things that have nothing to really do with who we are at a soul level. So this is saying, look, get out that list, take a little time to yourself. Not everything needs to get done. What is important and what is not? I'm going to draw some advice for this Knight of Wands, Knight of Pentacles reverse going on out here. Right. Another soul level card, High Priestess reverse. You know what? This is also talking about feminine energy. You had that Queen of Pentacles. So you might be in like a masculine, as in like, you picture masculine energy being like, go out, do, accomplish, check things off, score touchdowns, get things done. You might be in this go, go, go thing, and you might have to be. Honestly, as much as it's showing up, it might be a bit of a frantic time for you. I don't know your obligations or whatever, but the reading really is calling for you to kind of come back in, you know, be the falcon and hear the falconer. Come back in a little bit, get into this Queen of Pentacles mode, because the Queen of Pentacles, she gets everything done too, but she does it because she breaks it down into tangible, actionable steps. She takes care of everyone. She even has a wellspring of resources left over, because she's so prudent and she knows exactly what to give, when to give, how much to give. And she's very conscientious about boundaries and setting time limits. I'll work on this for X amount of time in a day, rather than just having something take over the whole day. We can get tasks done however we want. We can take all day on one, or we can break them down. I'll spend an hour here, an hour here, an hour here, an hour here. And that could just be, either way, whatever is going to make you feel like you are back in control and in the driver's seat of your life and your situations, Pisces, that is what is necessary for you moving forward. And that is what I have for you. I am open for private readings if you're interested. I also have a playlist of previous Pisces readings that you can go look at, maybe fill in some of the blanks that could be showing up in this reading. As well as it can just be nice to look at old readings and understand that even though on a day in, day out basis, it may not feel like we're making progress, but it can be good to look at those to see just how far you've come. Otherwise, please like, click, and subscribe. Go ahead and share this with other Pisces people you know. And if you don't like the message, don't shoot the tarot reader. I'll talk to you later, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Pisces.